it is more reasoning, but nothing that nothing that's ever going to touch the light of day.
I guess you like that. You suck kid. Like, I hate to be a racist here, but that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I'm sick of you. Like, I'm working at goddamn prison. I'm just like, I get sorry ass. Do the prison and see how these inmates run the area. I'm just like I'm scared of damn bastard.
Well, as much as I'm not all for it, sometimes you need a good scare in your life to wake up to what you really have.
To the point where you're getting too much shit for granted.
Oh yeah.
No damn life. Because you were taken away from your mother. Whereas I think that's a pretty cool thing to do shit.
Yep.
What? Like that goddamn luxury.
So yeah, the tell for him is his kneecap is higher than you are.
Yeah, the badge of his knee has to be tall, like it's a. It has to be honestly tall, but those ones just.
Average.
Right there on his
Well, backing out, because that's what we're doing on stream, because we're doing this like every other thing we'll be doing nowadays. As much as I need the gems, I don't really have to worry about the gems.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's a tempered Elder Dragon. We had a shot at getting the steam crystals. No, okay, never mind. As much as it goes against what I want to do, it's what I need to do because I want to upgrade or augment my stuff. So we kind of need to take the chance. Ugh.
I mean, all you need is just get these damn monsters, and we just get your arena and call it.
Yeah, and call it, and then do this on every Monday, and I'm like set to go. I could just put my feet up on this game.
You can finally replace this damn thing with the other one that's coming out with a Switch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but the other one's going to keep me a lot more interested because right off the get-go, there's 96 types of monsters that I can hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So 96 compared to that, what does this have? 16? Hunter notes. I'm actually curious. 1, 2, 3, 4. 34. So yeah, I'm going back to help my dad for a bit because money.
But I gotta wait every bi-weekly for me to get paid.
Yeah, that's still pretty good though, in my opinion.
However, I don't know. I'm gonna actually make it. Again, they take money out for taxes and of course insurance. I finally got on it.
Oh yeah. Like that's pretty much like standard job affair anyways, so.
Because I'm food service, you don't get that automatically. I have to pay more because I'm an OCS or whatever bullshit that was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky for me, my next job is just gonna be data entry.
I'm not in a wrestling team around anyways.
What? What? Okay, give me a second. I can't even hear shit what you're saying.
Here goes.
Okay, you should be able to afford that. He leaves work, but he's gonna stay there doing his paperwork. Oh, what's the synopsis? You've already seen him by now.
Not seen it yet. Oh boy. Pretty much the average size.
Don't we feel lucky that the only ones I have to hunt are the Elder Dragons? Yay. Well, like Black Diablos, but like you might as well rack up that with an Elder Dragon. It hits pretty much hard as a truck. Yeah, I also had a thing on Twitter. Did I post it on Twitter or did I post it on Discord? I don't even think I posted it at all. I was gonna have a questionnaire saying like, how long do people think it's gonna take me to get to G rank in the online lobby stuff? Considering the main game itself, like every monster in game can be finished in roughly 20 hours, I am going to say it's going to take me about, I don't know, 19.
Where else could you find deals like these?
I'll probably go out tomorrow and help my dad, just get something going on for tomorrow. I don't have to really sit down recording anything because I've got my bundles of footage done for this week.
Yeah, free and trying to work up to the all new that's my neighbors are like, yeah, I'm gonna be working 5 days in a row and I didn't start it, so that's why I got just situated. I can't get here, but there's 3 different series.
Yep, that's why I'm only focusing on 2. Splatoon was definitely a side series.
Yeah, well, sadly, 3 for me, but I have my reasons. One, that's my own thing I'm doing. One, from a second the games I'm going to be deleting after I get everything I need from over there. And the third one's Smash Brothers because people have been requesting that like crazy. I don't mind.
Okay, I was gonna say, as long as you don't mind, like, if that's something you want to drop, you could just drop that, you know that, right?
Don't know.
Like, if my fan base ever asked me to do stuff that I clearly wasn't liking, I'm gonna just drop it.
If I don't like something, I'm not going to do it to get it with. I mean, that's not one of them.
I test my stuff, like, with streams and stuff, and I'm like, okay, this could actually work as a Let's Play, or this might be, like, a good, like, stream, like, once or twice kind of thing. And the only thing I really did that with, and I absolutely hated, was probably Akiba's Beat, because that game is a hot mess of garbage. And of course, like, I'm super into RPGs, and I'm like, oh, this RPG is on sale on the PlayStation Store. It looks decent enough. Pick it up. Can't even play within half an hour of it, and then I'm like bored enough with it entirely, and I was like, oh, I give up now. But of course, casually, I sat down and actually beat the damn thing. That was a nightmare. Well, like, that's also, once again, like, it goes to show what I was talking about last night when I was playing GTA. That I just don't think the PlayStation has a lot of good games. Like, I honestly think the Switch has the best library right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I have like right there on his knee.
I mean, I can walk through it.
Walk through it. You're thinking of Kieran, buddy.
So, not worth it?
Hell no, that ain't worth it.
Oh.
That's not your guy.
Welcome to the non-Madness Monday, because on Madness Mondays we'll hunt everything, but tonight I'm just like, I don't give a crap. I wonder what kind of screenshots I'd have for Ultimate Generations, because I know that game, like, I played the demo and I tried the hardest thing by myself. Oh man, I'm not ready for the hardest thing. Because the weirdest part is I beat the normal monster, like the medium monster, without a problem. And the beginner monster, honestly, beginner monster is like stupid easy. But oh man, that really challenging one is really challenging. It's not like I didn't try. I tried all 3 times, and it just kept fixing me over and over again. I can't wait for some of my friends to get it. I know some people on Twitter that are telling me that they're going to get it and whatnot. I'm like, alright, cool. Maybe we'll meet online, or if you want, we could always share PlayStation account stuff. PlayStation. Oh my god, Nintendo Switch stuff. I'm still looking for that. Well, it's weird because like I really do want to do this, but it's just like I have no one to even pair up with. I'm looking for a team member to pair up for the Splatoon League thing. If we get a 4-man team, that would be amazing. But as much as I know my friends, it's probably going to be a 2-man pair up.
Not like stage for good, somebody like spend the weekend. I'm working. I got work this weekend. I know. I'm gonna get right back, but you got me good. You got me right back. Now, you're gonna have to come by anyway every day, so I know you're around. That's all. Whenever I get back from work. I'm talking about work. I'm talking about the weekend. Like, I'm coming back this weekend. So I have to see if it's okay, if whoever needs stuff. I'm not going to get over that. So, and the guy's like, oh, I need this Jason tomorrow, or I need this Jason Sunday. And you're gone. So I'm seeing you. But no matter what, something else comes up. Things do come up out of nowhere. But things came on your birth. Well, I mean it, right? What? Yeah, I was bad at it. You always do. Get Nicky. It can be very powerful. Bring it back to things on our stuff. Come on, bro. Sorry, sir. Hi, Ernie. Hi. Let's come up, wait. Come up, please. You got to open it out. You're fine. Nothing happened by night. Like these Saturday and another couple of you go on tonight again. Or maybe at 40, but that's when I was working to be that long.
Also, to update myself and everyone, I've hunted this thing 155 times.
Alright, well. Alright. Now, possession good commandment on the floor. Your head must be below the inward bend. It's always like that, but I'm judging how it's your certain floor. Yeah, I see it. Okay, basically. Okay, that's bad. So basically, we just need to add another head on top, and that's about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know, this is definitely not the base one then.
Okay.
Oh.
Just a lot of random off.
Well, you know what? I'm not planning to do this on stream. I'm not planning to capture this on stream, me platinum in the game. So let's just do the arena thing and finish that up fast. Because if we're gonna bore ourselves with like doing this, we might as well finish up at least one trophy so I could at least walk away happy.
I don't know. I already got my for you.
Okay. Oh, Splatoon's going up tonight. So, yeah. The title to that video will make sense as when people watch it. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be doing the Octavian DLC on it. I would like to. The thing is also the Octavian DLC can't be triggered again because we started on stream. Yeah, I can give you guys a rough synopsis of what happened before. You want to try the challenges? Wait, of what? Yeah, I'm talking about the arena though. I'm thinking like just doing the challenges for the arena. What is on the event roster? Ooh, Code Red. I do need that for something.
Code Red, yeah, I saw that photo.
It's the Devil May Cry armor stuff. The crossover with Devil May Cry. Well, not really a crossover, but you know what I mean.
Okay, sure, we can try that.
Okay, after this, I'm going to need... I think, yeah, I just need the Teidostra thing, and then I can get the overlay thingy. I can build the overlay network. I actually was thinking about doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Reverse Duels tonight, but I'm like... God, I feel so bleh today. Well, medication and everything else I'm on.
Yeah, I saw. That was a great idea. Yeah, but like it, I can like the video.
It's 45. Okay, just want to make sure I do math correctly.
You just gotta have the West player, right?
We don't need one. I think it's dumbed down in the event, like, considering you're fighting 4 monsters at once, basically. If you want, I can send an SOS.
then you can take it on, and then we'll give it up.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is the tempered Teidostra. The normal Teidostra should not cause that much of an issue. So, yeah, talking about Teidostra, yeah, Teidostra's in Generations. So that's gonna be fun fighting Teidostra for the first time in a clunky setup. I'm also super excited to explain how the point system works in older Monster Hunter games because a lot of people want to buy Monster Hunter watching me play it. And I'm like, okay, if you want to buy this, I'm gonna have to definitely give you a rundown of how craft works. Because it's a lot different. I'm not gonna lie, I'm also super excited to deal with negative stats again. I believe Jaggies come back in Generations, or were in Generations. Don't you roar at us. We roar at you. So I like Devil May Cry. I should really sit down and play Devil May Cry 3 with Virgil, because I haven't done that yet. I can pretty much live through that game entirely. And who knows, I might be able to platinum the game for the first time in ever, because I'm missing one trophy on the PS3 version. I wonder if it's going to be a event hunt for Behemoth. I hope not. The armor set's pretty decent, like, I'm not gonna lie, so if you want to go do that, we can go ahead and do that. I'll leave you in charge for quest signing up now, because I'm just like, yeah, as much as I want to get the trophy out of the way, I also do realize that just like, we can do other things to make the game a little more fun.
Other than for your people watching or whatever.
Well, no one's watching. No one watches me play Monster Hunter.
So, like, alright, once that's good, that'll start boring again.
Well, the thing with Monster Hunter, I still think it's on, like, what, the top 5 on Twitch or whatever, and it's just like, no one bothers watching some of that stuff anymore.
Oh yeah, so it's freaking League of Legends is #1. It's like, really?
Yeah, that makes no sense, considering I actually have attempted to play League on my nephew's computer, and it's just, it's the most mind-numbing garbage you can play.
Yeah, they're only one half the time.
There's more than one. I've seen a couple of them, but it's just like, they're all practically the same.
I mean, what's the fucking difference? Other than, yes, you have like many thousands of heroes.
Yep. Honestly, I haven't played this online MMO for a very long time, but I'd rather play Maple Story, because at least then that's somewhat active. Yeah. Well, Minecraft, like, that was a long-living thing, and still is a long-living thing. But the stuff that I watch from Minecraft is a lot more interesting than, like, some of the other stuff people like. Well, guy's also a limey, if I'm not mistaken. Like, didn't he say that he wanted to, like, basically drop Minecraft because of how popular it is or something stupid? Yeah, and that's why, if you ask me Minecraft or Terraria, I would actually pick Terraria. Yeah, because, like, didn't they make Starbound recently? Or however old Starbound is? No, not a lie. After watching the Hardcore series, I'm actually super excited to get my own copy of Starbound. I could definitely get it. DayZ is another one. Yeah, like, once again, you definitely know a lot about this because I think I brought you into the Peanut Butter Gamer stuff, about the hardcore stuff. Yeah, and like that's the content I like because it actually shows like kind of the ideas more or less of the game. Because I can give a crap less about the game, honestly. Like it's fun for maybe 2 hours and then I lose interest entirely. Well, what's your opinion on the Minecraft story thing? Did you know that's a thing? There is a legit Minecraft story on the Switch. Is it on PS4? I think it's on the Switch. Yeah, it's Minecraft and Minecraft stories on Switch. And the best part is, Minecraft story is cheaper to buy than the actual Minecraft on Switch. It was horrible, what I've been told. I actually looked up the like star rating on the Switch eShop, and like people said it's like disgustingly bad. Except that was also on the Wii U, and that was in like people's Wii U's menu, home menu. I know it was definitely on mine, because that's what I remember from the Wii U. You know, Splatoon, Hyrule Warriors, and then Minecraft Stories. I'm like, man, what? It was actually really surprising that, like, all the way up until, like, the death of the Wii U, effectively, Legends of the Hyrule Warriors was still, like, on that list. It was always, like, in your home screen. I found that really impressive.
Oh, yeah. I was doing really well.
Well, yeah, and the reason I love it so much is because it's not like any other Dynasty Warrior game. It's like you could actually enjoy the game. Uh-oh. Computer, what did you do? Did my computer crash? My computer totally crashed! Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Discord open, please. Discord? There we go. My computer turned black. I'm thinking, what the hell? And it somehow restarted itself. Thanks, you. I freaking computer I paid pretty damn close to $1,000 on. I'm gonna blame Windows 10 because that's what I do all the damn time. I have not seen a lot of it. I have seen the commercials on YouTube about it, and it looks alright. Well, you're also talking to someone who's like, I'm going to end up buying Doom, but like probably not day one. Ultraviolence. Yeah, I need to get actually used to first-person shooters again, because I tried doing that with the other Doom on PS4. Oh man, I suck. And I've actually seen people do it without dying. I'm like, oh, that's pretty impressive. I wish I was that good. But again, when it comes to first-person shooters, that's not my go-to thing. My go-to things are like super childish games, I'm not even gonna lie. Well, Lego, Splatoon. I wrote that tail off because it's stupid. Oh wait, this is an Arabian. Whoops, I thought the tail was poisonous. It's the talons. Well, even if we break his wings, he can still fly, you know that, right? Yeah, I'm more or less looking into like Dragon Quest because I haven't played Dragon Quest ever. And I can't say I'm excited enough to buy it. Yeah. Maybe I also have a very salty taste in my mouth because of Dragon Quest Heroes and that game being really hard. Artificially hard, not like actual hard. Well, like, did I tell you the horror stories of that game? Both games? It's a Dynasty Warrior game, right? So, you played Dynasty Warrior. Like, what level are you generally when you finish Dynasty Warrior game? Well, I'll say this right now. I finished, because I played enough of Link and Hyrule Warriors. I finished Hyrule Warriors around, let's say, like, mid-40s. For Dragon Quest, Heroes 1 and 2, I finished the games in the late 80s. Well, the side quests they give you, I air quote that, are the dumbest thing. They give you no experience, and what you have to do is go grind on lower levels and get your magic and stuff, blah blah. But even doing all the side quests, your rough total is going to be your mid-40s. And once again, I didn't, like, I didn't avoid side quests. I actively did all of them. And then the post game, recommends you to be level 200. So when it just comes down to a slow crawl grind fest, I'm like, nope, I'm good. So I just beat the main campaign and called it a day. Because people who know me, I hate games that are like good in the middle, good in the beginning, but when you touch the end and the post game, if it turns to be a small like baby crawl, it's like, no, it's not worth it. Also, another horror story. The highest level of enemy you could fight without going to after game, post game, is level 55. And the experience you get is based off your level and based off your luck. So, that's only going to give you about 50 experience when you need about, 25 to level up. And the lack of online play really didn't help, because it was like, you know, if this was actually online capabilities, I would actually enjoy this, because it's just like, oh, I can start a mission with a friend, I can like have SOS going on. None of it. It's all single player. So once again, artificial difficulty. I don't care what people say. That's what I feel like it is. So next is Teostra? I mean, like, I'm pretty good on healing, don't you? Oh, Jordan, holy cow. Yeah, I think a lot of the event stuff, if you were to do the events, give you like the largest stuff more often than not.
Because they gave you the smallest jaguar. Gave you both. The biggest and the smallest at the same time.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was your actual arena fight, right? It wasn't like an event quest?
It's straight up event.
Oh, okay. Because I know the challenge stuff does it in the arena. Why does he start off with the supernova unlocked? No, this isn't even a tempered, this is a normal Teostra. Look, a normal Teostra should not take that long for us to kill. We killed a Rathalos in record-breaking time. Oh, by the way, I finally saw the end of Illusion of Gaia because of Pro Derek. Holy cow, the Illusion of Gaia seems like such a great game. Supernova? Nope, that's not the Supernova. That is burning my butt. Or in the case of like TMNT4, my toe, my toe, my toe. Or maybe it's dark in here, or whatever. God, I have not played that game forever. My toe! My toe! You know what he kind of reminds me of? This makes no sense. Don't question how I see this, but I see Kamek. Yoshi's Island. The Magic Koopa. Oh, Kamek, right. I don't know. I say connect because I've heard people say connect.
Yeah, I don't know how. People for me to know it's Rainbow Staff. Yeah.
I got his tail. Same thing. Get on the floor. Yep. Don't try to Ghostbusters me right now, Theosha. I mean, he kind of looks like also Zool in a way, like the gatekeepers. Like the face alone kind of reminds me of like the two. I guess it's better than Gozer because if this reminded me of Gozer, I would have to rewatch that film. Gozer looked like more like a lich, if anything. This is the Stay Puft Marshmallow ending. I thought it was funny though, cause like they all said like, let's all think about like puppies or something. Puppies? Like unless it's like Cerberus or something, I can't see puppies being terrifying. Yeah. Okay, question, because I'm not American. Is the Stay Puft Marshmallow thing, like, is that actually a thing? Because every time I saw that, there's a car dealership in Canada that had something that looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and I always thought that was the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but that's like tires on top of tires. Is that an American thing? Because I only know of it as a name commercials. Yeah, what is it? It's not Mr. Lose, it's frick. Is it? Yeah, so it's like a mascot made out of white tires. You think about the same guy? Alright. It's fine, gamer. You don't have to show up anyways because you live in freaking all the way in Europe. So it's probably like, what, 2 a.m. for you? Supernova. Yeah. I still need to average 3 viewers a stream because I could get that and I could get the final achievement for Road to Partnership or whatever. Yes! Finally, something on you broke. I mean, I didn't see anything that was broken on him. Hey, Dragon Pods, you don't do that. Yeah, I just got back from a restaurant with my dad and my stepmom. Oh, that's cool. I wish I could go to a restaurant. I can't because of my medical diet. But as soon as this medical diet's done, oh man, I'm going for some beer and pizza. Even though my dad doesn't drink. And my mom doesn't either, so I'll be the only one consuming beer probably. I drink like maybe half a glass of beer. Calm down, everyone. Now, if we're talking about wine, man, I can pack that down. But I choose not to. Well, because like wine has such a lower alcohol thing than beer does, or the taste isn't bad. So yeah, taste probably helps. Do yeah, if you want an actual good beer, I don't know if this sells in America. This is a Canadian LCBO thing. But there is a type of iced tea that is mixed with beer. It's pretty good, actually. Well, like iced tea, I mean like Nestea for you guys. It tastes pretty much the same as Nestea. If you ever had a Nestea and liked it, yeah, it's pretty much the same. The game looks interesting. It is interesting. Also, Hunter rank 300. Oh dear God. I get nothing for it, but mental achievement unlocked. You've wasted your time.
How much time have you wasted?
I don't know, 700. 700 hours, I would say. Yeah, so 700 hours, that's what, more than a month? No. What? No, that's not more than a month. Anyway, Splatoon is gonna reach up there because I'm already hitting 100 hours with Splatoon. I'm not bored with Splatoon. I'm being dead serious. Not bored of it in the slightest.
Okay. So, go ahead and actually look for how much time you actually have on this game.
I have to boot out of the game and I don't want to stop streaming. I'll check. I don't believe you can. At the end of the day, Copenhagen is the best drink. Well, I don't drink much anyway, so not like I'm gonna drink right now.
Yeah.
What was I coming in to check? I was duh. I realized I was checking the wrong damn thing. So I need to do the Scorching Sun thing for the Teostra thing, but if you don't want to do it, that's fine, because that probably will take us forever. So where did you say you check your... Oh, I get quick game, I guess. No, I won't leave stream, I just have to... You have to invite me back, that's the thing. Swedish cider, ooh. Yeah, let's check it. I mean, I've never had alcoholic cider before, so I don't know how that would taste. I've had, like, apple cider, non-alcoholic. That's pretty good. So, the time has been... It's 6:98. Let's round that up to 700.
698, okay. 98. So you are at 29 days.
Okay, so we can round that up to being a month then. I know we shouldn't, I'm not going to add that as a month, but, you know, it might as well be rounded up to a month.
Okay, well, anyway, did get you back in here?
Don't worry, I did the thing. I remember there's a way you can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, talk about that, I also made a new friend on Splatoon, and it was one of my enemies. Because I splatted them so much, they felt obligated to add me as a friend. That's not even remotely true. Yeah, but no, seriously, I'm playing Splatoon. I'm always having a blast with it. I never get like it's one of those games like you could get bored with if it's not your style kind of game, but it's just the competitive of rank in the league. I'm like, I want to get to like the top of everything if I can. So that's how I got 100 hours in Splatoon 2 and how I don't regret it.
Don't let me down.
Now it's just that I regret everything.
No, Monster Hunter I regret, because I told myself I'm going to platinum this. Monster Hunter itself, I don't regret. There's also a strawberry and lime and mix of fruits and black currant and a pear cider. Ooh, I do like pears. I actually want to try that someday. If I could ever get... Actually, I could probably find it. I do have a grocery store that has an imported section for drinks and stuff, so... Actually, it's a grocery store. It's not going to sell alcohol. Damn it. Like, that's the one thing I kind of dislike in Canada, and I know it's different across the world. Like, if you're going to a grocery store, you can't buy liquor. You have to go to, like, an actual beer store. Like, I mean, you can find beer at a grocery store. Like, it's not uncommon. But it's, like, the crappy, like, 6-can beer thing. I'm like, I want to actually buy some good drinks. I have a mixed hunt with Black Diablos and Bear Off. Let's just try this. If we get Black Diablos done, then we only have to focus on the Elder Dragons. Well, the Elder Dragons are at least fun to hunt. Mostly.
You know, we find those figures out of one of those fuckers that moves the damn boat up.
Oh, that would be the worst. Also, quick question. Do you want to go out to the Bear Off first, or do you want to go after the Black Diablos first? Okay. Well, actually, yeah, no, I can handle Black Diablos myself. That's fine. The catch is that 8.0% by the volume of alcohol. That's okay. If that's the point average of cider, I'm not touching that. Okay. God, I knew this. I know Europe loves their beer and stuff, but like, I didn't think Switzerland would be that crazy. That kills you flat out, though, doesn't it?
Oh.
I thought there's only so much alcohol stuff your body could take. Like, I also don't drink to get drunk. I drink just to have a glass once in a while. Like, there is a very clear difference between wanting to get drunk and wanting to just have a drink. The average number of cider is... it's a 0.4. That's less, I guess. That's like... What, beer's 0.6 or something? Or not 0.6, 6.0. Because 0.6 would imply that it's like non-alcoholic at that point. Alright, SOS flare. You should totally fire one, because we're not strong enough as a team. I believe.
So, I've heard of them.
The Black Diablo seems decent. It's no crown, but oh well. I want money to pay for my food. Well, dude, food is $300. I'm gonna waste my money so easily on this game.
But if you don't, this game like this space will be like yen. 300 yen is basically $40.
I know. I still want to save as much as I can and gain as much as I can. Also, have larger calls of depression. Are we going back to alcohol? Because I'm like, I mean, I know people who drink for a coping mechanism, but that's the wrong way of doing stuff. Like, get a teddy bear, get a pillow, be a woman if you have to. Well, let's not lie, because of social media and all other types of media, we think that's like a woman thing to do, but guys can do that too. I mean, I do it. I do that pretty much like every time I'm depressed. I just get my stuffed animal from the closet. Holy crap! He just flew like a freaking mile! The Black Diablo is like, he went into like the sand pyramid, right? Or sand fall. He literally, I'm like all the way in the opened area. He flew to the open area from the sand fall. I thought that was pretty freaking awesome. If it's larger, or it's gonna be, or tequila, if it's larger, okay, yeah, I know the percentage of alcohol, it's definitely more alcohol you taste than the actual thing it's supposed to be. I had, not super recently, this is before my medical diet, I had a shot of, like, a peach summer wine or whatever, and like, oh my god, you could taste the peach, and it was so good. This Diablo's gonna kill me. This Diablo's gonna kill me. Oh, I dodged too early. Dang the heck. I can't beat a Black Diablo by myself. I have proven this. Depends where he's going. If he's going to you, whatever. If he's going to me, woohoo. Delojo, if Delojo could come like down and fight the Diablos, that'd be perfect. No, 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 no! This is terrifying. Oh, you mastered the bear up. Congratulations. So, I don't know. You have Delojo's weapon. Might be fine Delojo for all I know. The one game that I miss is Paragon. Never. I feel like that's a game that was on the PlayStation Now thing, or not Now, but the PlayStation Plus thing. Unless that's a free-to-play game. Also, does anyone know if the Star Trek MMO thing for the PS4 is worth playing? I saw that and I was tempted, but then I realized I know nothing about that series. I know very little stuff from like Nostalgia Critic and stuff, but I've never been interested enough to watch the show. Cause like also I know like Spock, I know actually that's roughly all I know. I know like all the red shirts die in like the first couple episodes. Because of Futurama and Robot Chicken. It's a free-to-play game. It was like League of Legends. Oh, we just got done talking about League of Legends and how much we hate it.
Oh god, that's so bad.
Yeah, that's really all it is. And like,
Oh god, that's so
you know what? Out of all the free-to-play games I've ever played, I would actually, yeah, I'll probably say League of Legends is the worst one I've ever played. Fortnite's higher, and I hate Fortnite.
I get a gift for future news. God.
And not even kids, I've seen like grown adults saying that this should be a AAA game. I'm like, are you retarded? Oh yeah. Go play an actual good game. Go play like Game Dev Tycoon. That's a good game. I enjoy it. I only played Fortnite because it was used to a keyboard and mouse. That's kind of how everyone plays it. I mean, I tried it on the PS4. I have the trophy still on my PS4 so you can't get rid of them. I would if I could. Then again, I'm also the same person who has like the Frozen, like, not Puyo. It's not Puyo Puyo. What's the game where it, Bubble Trouble? Is that the one I'm thinking of where you pop the bubbles? Yeah. So the Bubble Trouble thing. Like I as much as I like Bubble Trouble, I would actually play that game like in the arcades or on my Super Nintendo.
I got to know what the freaking arcade is. Like, you know, there's all things like that. Arcade, it's just what? You gotta play home.
Yeah, no arcade in my area would let you pay $20 and play as much as you want, even if it's like an adult arcade. Yeah, my arcades suck. I mean, we have like Game & Busters or whatever. Like that's a pretty good arcade, but just like outside of that, we have Palladium, and that's it. And it's not exactly the greatest experience for arcades. I actually have more fun in those crappy movie theater arcades than anything else because it's just like, oh, they got House of the Dead too. That's my favorite House of the Dead one. Actually, that actually is my favorite House of the Dead now that I think about it. I like 2 a lot more than 1, and 4 is alright. I've never played 3, oddly enough. Oh, you want to do the honors?
I don't know about it, sure.
That's also another thing about this game. When you don't attack with your weapons, you sheath them. In the other Monster Hunter games, I've played the demo for Ultimate Generations, you don't sheath your weapon and you have to manually sheath it. I'm so used to that layout than the world's layout. Also, for those who are on my YouTube, I hope you guys actually watch the Ultimate Generations Let's Play. Because I'm gonna put bare minimum work into it, honestly. I mean, I might just keep the recording going for the entire time I'm playing it, but I also just don't know what I'm gonna cut out, what I'm gonna keep. I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking like I'll cover the story mode, but I want to, as soon as I get the online capabilities, I'm gonna go to online mode because there's no story online mode, and it's technically a little easier. So yeah, I might just do nothing but online stuff for a bit, and then I'll do story mode and stuff.
Fucking race too. Or a show.
Probably pissed off somewhere. I don't know. Also, yeah, God, you're the person I like. I was talking to someone the other night. It wasn't Gargoyle. I think it was one of my one of the members I have on my Discord. I was talking to them, and I like for some reason I didn't say movie theater. I said cinema. I'm like, how many people use cinema outside of Europe? Also, I have 2 thorn pods. Yeah. I know you're a corpse, but take it. All the material that I don't need. And you got most of it! Yay!
You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day. God. Now I want to watch Willy Wonka. Thanks a lot. Or that parody episode of Family Guy. Which is funny because I don't like Family Guy, but I want to watch the stupid Duff. Wow, that's Simpsons. I want to go watch the stupid beer episode of Willy Wonka. Also, I saw the news. Like, I'm working out. I randomly look up at the news. Does Netflix have like exclusive things with The Simpsons now? Because I was working out, and all I see is like a new Simpsons something on Netflix. I'm like, what? How did this make the news? By the way. Yeah, because like Simpsons was owned by Fox, right? So, is like Fox not a thing anymore? Like, once again, I have Canadian, I do have American stuff. I don't have Fox though. That's one of the things I can't get as Canadian. Actually, there's a lot of things that I can't get as Canadian. AKA when McDonald's had those, like, Thai wraps or whatever. I couldn't get that in Canada. Because it was an American thing only, and it made me so mad. Stop producing? No, I thought, yeah, Simpsons, like, they still went on for a bit. Like, I don't think they're ever gonna really stop.
You don't stop on people are like, oh, no, that's better. Fuck off. Family Guy, that's boy.
Well, Family Guy, like, got, like, cut off, like, entirely. I don't think they were even doing anything new, but...
Oh, they're still making videos. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, there's still videos. I don't think there's any new episodes. Like, every time I go on Facebook and stuff, it's always, like, just clips and stuff.
They're still making more episodes, but yeah, I mean, they've been, like, canceled, like, multiple times to the fans before the time, and, like...
Well, because, like, let's not lie. Half the fans are drunk or just really stupid.
Yeah.
Case in point, my sister. Not drunk, just really stupid. And I don't care if she hears me, because she knows my opinion on Family Guy, and she knows how much of a stickler I am with Simpsons.
Everybody's got to choose between us, you know what you do.
Oh, my sister would choose Simpsons easily. As much as I give her like crap, she would pick Simpsons any day of the week.
Yeah, say her on that too.
Oh, Simpsons easily. Only American TV we get in Europe is Channel 5.
I don't know, put it down wrong.
I thought Channel 5 was international, though. Like Channel 5 News or Channel 5 what? I know Channel 5 News is definitely a thing for American audiences. You going after the Diablos? Because I'm going after Bear off this time.
I mean, it looks pretty long.
Yeah, but lawn doesn't equal height, though. That's the problem. I mean, do you have a description for every one of the monsters? Because I can pull one up if you want me to. Also, yeah, if people saw my post on the Discord group like super recently about how I get pissed off with people that vote on a game and say they're gonna make it and don't make it, yeah, that still holds true. I am very upset with like one person in particular. Well, like, it's just one of those things, like, you say it, and then you don't do it, and then it's like, okay, I'm putting my time and effort into this, and then, you know, no one's really here to pay attention to it, or help me at all. Because I said, on that Discord post, I believe, that I did not know Tales of Symphonia as well as some people do, so I'm thinking, okay, chat might have a guide or something, and, like, I can just play as I play normally. I waited on my failed stream takes. I waited 2.5 hours for someone to show up because they said they're going to. I texted them on Discord. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I can't because of reasons. And I'm like, okay, what's the reasons? Didn't give me an answer. Our Channel 5 is highly modified, completely different, so it's news that fits Europe. Yeah, that's basically TDS. TDS? No. God, what's that European news station that everyone has because it's international? Is it TTS? I don't remember, honestly. I was also thinking about doing I Am Setsuna for streams for a bit now, but I'm like, I actually didn't like. Thank you, BBC. Yeah, I don't know. I know nothing I Am Setsuna. And the thing is, I want to play I Am Setsuna all the way through so I could buy Lost Sphere. Because I've been told Lost Sphere is actually pretty good as a game. But the problem is, it's done by the same people who did I Am Setsuna, and I'm so bored with that game. Yeah, the fun fact is, I think I read a walkthrough on that game, like, or saw a Let's Play of it. I wasn't even halfway done the game when I stopped. And like, once again, that's why I consider RPG games like a really missed opportunity for games, because it's one of the things that if you do it right, you do it extremely right. But if you do it wrong, you do it in such a way where it bores the crap out of your player. And before I was gonna say, like, are you just more of an action-oriented RPG player or RPG or like turn-based? I like both. I played Tales of. I'm also playing through Octopath Travelers, and one's an action game and one's a turn-based game. I do like both games. It's just, it's such a nightmare when you're trying to enjoy a game and the basic premise of it is just so boring to you. Case in point, I am Setsuna. You know what's going to happen at the end. They tell you what's going to happen at the end. The main character is going to kill the other main character because of spiritual rights and stuff. Like, granted, if someone actually has beat that game, don't tell me what the ending is, because I may be wrong. But it's just like, he tells her throughout the game, as soon as your journey's over, I'm going to murder you. In this game, do you have difficulty plus, like, dips and... No. It's just based off of your skills and what you like. There are support roles and stuff, but it's kind of like support is more like bows, hunting horn, and like yeah, you can definitely do a lot of things, but there's a way like class-wise, it's only based off your weapon. So there's heavy, light, and technical. So there's no healer, there's no DPS, there's no stuff like that. It's just based off your skill. It is, as much as people say that this is an RPG, and I know why people say it's an RPG, I classify this more as an action game. Like, this is a lot more like Devil May Cry. If you play Devil May Cry and like it, you're gonna feel right at home with Monster Hunter. Yeah, because who did I get into the debate with this? Was it you, Virgo, where we were talking about this being an action game or RPG game? Alright, it must have been Zero then. Alright, sorry, Red. I call him, for the longest time, his screen name was Red Zero, so that's why I'm so used to calling him Zero, but we have another Zero on Discord, so I'm like, no, I mean Red. So yeah, I know it's me and Red, because there's RPG elements in this game, like the damage, the like grinding for your material and stuff. But that's not RPG enough for me to call it an RPG. RPG would be more of a like story and other things. This is just more of an action game. I do enjoy DMC, Devil May Cry on the PS3. Oh, do you only play DMC? Oh man, go play Devil May Cry 3 or Devil May Cry any of the earlier ones. They're better and actually not as convoluted as DMC. Hey, remember, baby, one more time. Britney Spears, shut the hell up. What was that actually Britney Spears? Because I do not know. I do not know. Oh god, I should feel somewhat ashamed. Keyword, should. I don't follow stuff like that, so I'm pretty much out of the loop at all times. I mean, the only thing that was popular about Britney Spears and whatnot was the Leave Britney Alone thing. Isn't that guy dead? No, I mean, like, did he commit suicide or something? Oh, no, like, he was super flamboyant gay, so, like, kind of hard to tell, but it was definitely a dude. I feel kind of bad for knowing that, but it was also like one of the most top viewed videos on YouTube for a bit, and I just happened to have a YouTube when I was like 13 and saw that. Yeah, so yeah, I was one of those lucky people who just sat down and watched it. That 2-minute video of like this grown man crying. She's a human and she has a effing child, and it's like, I don't care. This is hilarious. Like, to be fair, they made a joke about that in Meet the Spartans. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, anyone besides me, has anyone watched Meet the Spartans? Because that's a stupid, funny spoof film.
Oh god, this game, this level.
I love 300, by the way. I've actually seen 300, so before anyone's gonna give me any flack for that, I've actually seen 300. But it just Meet the Spartans was hilarious because of A, the Britney Spears scene, and B, the sex before he goes off to war. But it's him like bench pressing the woman.
Yeah.
Oh god, that was too funny. I like to compare the Sword Art Online games, but watching some reviews today in such a waste. I played the Sword Art Online games. You don't even have to watch a review. Just ask me and ask how much I wanted to throw up playing them. That's all you need to ask. That's all you need to ask. Is it a 1 or is it 100? Give you a quick hint. It's definitely not 1.
Go 0.
No, for a puking meter? Like, if I was to give, this is me giving Sword Art Online a 100% legit, like, attempt. Because I played this back in the day. If someone somehow sends me over, well, let's say someone buys me Fatal Bullet. I will actually give Fatal Bullet a shot. Someone has to send it to me, though. I am not buying it. So if one of you guys are crazy enough to send that stupid game to me, I will play it. But I'm saying right now, I will play it off streams. I'm never going to stream it, and I will show you guys the trophy I stopped at last, and I will show you, and I'll tell you guys what I personally think about it. I will give it a shot. The other 3 games, technically 4, one I didn't play, obviously because I'm not buying it. The other 3 games made me want to stab someone. Like, literally go into an MMO like Ragnarok or something and stab someone. And you can't do that in Ragnarok. Because once again, you're talking to someone who's actually grew up playing MMOs and someone who actually enjoys a lot of the RPG elements of, like, okay, you're not leveling up your skill, like, you're not leveling up your level, so to speak, but you're leveling up your skill. That part of Sword Art Online, I actually really liked because it made sense in the sense of, okay, your level doesn't matter as much, but your skills do. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's a good way to teach people how to play a game. Yeah, guess you suck with dual swords because of the idea of double damage every turn, effectively. I did, because I like dual swords. That's how I play all my thief characters / assassins. But yeah, no, I said it in the past. Because of the first 3 games I played of it, I think that company should burn in hell and burn their games. The games I like are anime, were great and popular on paper, but the theory and the development and the disappointment. It wasn't a disappointment. I can say full-heartedly going into what was the second game? The Lost Song. I can say full-heartedly going into Lost Song, I was expecting the worst. I had low expectations. that game was alright. I'm not gonna lie, I did not enjoy it, so to speak, but I thought it was a big improvement compared to Hollow Fragments. It was a huge improvement. And then Reholization came out. I'm thinking, oh, they can only go up from here. They go back to the same bullcrap I hated in Hollow Fragments. You know, the leveling up makes no sense. Your level has nothing to do with it. Your armor is worthless. And the DLC they promised didn't come out until people were done the game, practically. So, Aqua Style, or whatever the hell your company name is, you could go burn in hell. I do not mind if your company gets wiped off the face of the planet. That's why I don't get into sports games. One of the many reasons I don't get into sports games. Yeah. Yeah, you think like... Yeah. If there's any sports game I would ever get into, and it's a super boring sport, it's probably golf. I actually do like golf in real life. And for anyone asks, yes, I do golf. Well, isn't there golf with everyone? Yeah, okay. But, yeah, golf with everyone is also on the PS4. That's a good one. There are decent dungeon cleaning games. Dungeon cleaning games like Sword Art Online, which are enjoyable. No, it's not. No, if people think that makes a good RPG, and I'm going into this... Oh, great. I tank people like that. I'm gonna turn this down. Oh, you gonna leave Charlotte in my room? I mean, I'm talking to a friend and doing something, but I mean, if you want to leave her for a couple minutes, that's fine. Ah, great, my little niece is in my room and she's sleeping. I don't want to wake her up. So as much as Gargoyle is talking, I can't turn on the volume. I said I couldn't minute. Only too long. Plus the baby stuff here. I'll answer that in a hot minute. Oh, and I didn't know which ones were the beans. I didn't care about the beans. I know, she's here. I'm talking about loud because I want her to sleep. So, thing with Paul, the white blue Paul, that means the blue one. So I have this. Also, I like that. So when you get the background. Okay, now that baby's gone. We're going back in now with my stuff back on. If I can recommend, if I can highly recommend the game to you, Monster Hunter World, easily my favorite game this year. Mostly because every other game I've played this year is kind of garbage. Well, could you consider Splatoon 2 this year? No, because the DLC is this year. Yeah, well, because like it's Splatoon, like the following is huge, but you also have to like already be part of the following to understand a lot of it. Well, it's because Call of Duty and games like that just like stick to what they know best, and it's just go around online and shoot people. That's it. Bare bones. Yeah, like I find Call of Duty just super bare bones. While like games like Splatoon and stuff, you have to have a lot of foresight and a lot of understanding of how your team works. What game are you looking forward to? Kingdom Hearts 3 and World Ends of View this year. No, I mean the World Ends of View final mix comes out this year. I would say Pokemon, but I'm not really looking forward to that as much as like I am for like World Ends View and Kingdom Hearts and stuff.
That's good. The fun of let's say we can compete it. I really looks so well.
Well, the thing is, I think it's just like people don't want a remake. I think people just want a new thing entirely.
Well, that's not it either. It's like the pre-order is pretty damn low. Considering it's a goddamn Pokemon game.
True. I don't think I even put my pre-order in yet. I'm thinking of waiting. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until it's coming out. Like not right before it comes out. Probably just like a month before, so I have the pre-order done.
That's just like, yeah, that's like, they even said, like, that's the lowest a Pokemon game has ever been.
Really? Because I thought Coliseum and stuff sold really bad.
Oh, this is old. Well, this is basically Gen 1 all over again, but it's something you want.
True. I remember listening to Sanctuary on my, man, I have not heard a good cover of Sanctuary in a very long time. To be fair, I always forget that was originally done by the Japanese team. I always think that's an American team. I'm like, this is really good for like a pop song. Holy cow! And it's like, oh, it's a Japanese song. No freaking wonder. For the longest time, I thought that was the American team, like the American Phoenix. I'm like, that's really impressive. I know, and that's like, that's also why I'm like, oh wait, Japanese, or. I mean, like some American people do some good music. It's just a lot of them are kind of overshadowed by a lot of the stupidity that you guys ship out for music-wise. Yeah, Your Heart's a Battleground, and oh my god, what was the line after My Heart's a Battleground? Doesn't it go "My fears and lies melt away"? Isn't that the next line? It's been too long. Last time I played it was when Kingdom Hearts 2.8 came out. Or not 2.8, 2.5 came out. That's the last time I heard Sanctuary. You know, is it just me, or do those songs sound like they're kind of creeperish? Well, it's just like certain like lyrics of it just remind me of like you watching it as a fast asleep. It's just like that could be misinterpreted very easily. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I actually wanted Simple and Clean or Sanctuary to come back. I don't know, maybe it's just like I don't like the new theme that much. True. So like when the full thing comes out, I'll probably change my opinions, but I'm just like, what we've heard of it, I don't like it in all honesty. I think it's a lot. It doesn't show like the enthusiasm or like it shows the love for Kingdom Hearts, but it doesn't show like it doesn't. I don't hear a lot of enthusiasm when it comes to like oh, this is gonna be big, this is gonna be huge. It's just like it doesn't have the same vibe for me.
I think it's supposed to enthuse you. I think it's supposed to be more synesthetic. Because it's a lot of things that are happening.
Oh yeah, well, because we know Zaya Aqua, or however the people are on Twitter talking about that now. Which, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised, because isn't Ventus part of... Not Ventus, who's the reverse Ventus? Vanitas. Isn't Vanitas basically Xehanort too?
I don't know, because that's supposed to be the evil half of Ventus.
Really? Because I thought because Xehanort was his teacher. Isn't it possible that Xehanort just infused a bit of his power?
Or was that because he wanted Ventus to learn the dark side of power or whatever?
Yeah, so you can hold X-Blade or whatever.
He didn't make that. That was it. So he just freaking used his Keyblade to bring out the Vanitas.
I remember buying Kingdom Hearts 2.5 remix and. Oh yeah, I know, dude. I still have both my 1.5 and 2.5 on my PS3. I still have both the physical copies too.
I want to know how the fuck Benitez is alive.
Comas? I don't know.
Because the fact is, that just killed himself, but he went into freaking Sora, so where did Benitez go?
I mean, it's possible that he came back up because of Roxas. That's a possibility.
There's Sora nobody, and Roxas disappeared back into Sora, because then Ventus is inside Sora.
Yeah, and then Sora's Xehanort 13. Oh, for fuck's sake. This goes over my head a little too much right now. Oh god.
That's the thing, like, this fucking game of
That's also Enix in general. Like, Enix makes their stuff so incomprehensible that it's just like, what is going on? I have definitely felt that way in more than a couple Final Fantasy games.
fucking video. I don't even know if I saw you post this Twitter thing, like the fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 about the explaining what the fucking Kingdom Hearts is actually about, and so he's like, I'm just saying, the fortune forward.
Oh yeah, I retweeted that, didn't I? I totally did.
Yeah.
I remember that because you brought it up. It's like Goofy. Oh, we'll finally understand what the F Kingdom Hearts is. It's just like, it cracked me up for like 5 minutes straight listening to that.
I know exactly where that friggin' came from. I know the video.
I don't know where it came from. I just saw it on Twitter.
I don't know where it came from. It's fucking sensible and crap, man.
I love the fact. It also looked like it was the Great Maul fight too. I didn't say that right. The Great Maul. Like Roger fight Demix.
No, he was in they were in Castle Oblivion. I don't know what the heck he tweeted, like where he was at there. I think it was probably where when he got hit in the head with the fucking rocket.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Right after you fight Demix.
Well, probably that,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad, like, as much as I want a Days to be an actual game on the collection thing, which is never gonna happen, I'm glad Recoded was not an actual game because, Recoded, I played Recoded, and that was a nightmare.
Me too. I have all of the fucking games.
I never beat it, actually. I stopped right at the beginning, right at, like, Olympus Coliseum.
Even worse when it has to change the goddamn story.
Well, I know it is. That's why I can just go watch the cutscenes on 1.5 and 2.5.
You know about the cutscenes, it's fucking 3 hours long.
Yeah. I never said I said I could. I never said I was going to. The PSP? PSP was only Birth by Sleep, right? Which, to be fair, that was a pretty good game.
That was the only reason why I got a PSP at the time, before they did the remix of it.
Oh, really? Because I had a PSP. I had PlayStation Portable for Persona 3. Because my PS Vita is also a PSP by nature. So I only got it for Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3, and a couple other titles for the PS Vita.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty much it with the freaking DMR. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get the Castlevania Rondo of Blood remix on that. I feel like you're kind of the guy who would actually enjoy playing not Kingdom Hearts, Castlevania Symphony of Night on a PSP.
That's where Alucard is going to be able to sit Smash.
I say this now, and I'll probably say it when I get Smash eventually. I'm not excited for it. As much as people are hyped for it, and as much as I understand it, I just don't care for it. I'm not excited. I'm not the person who's excited over Smash Brothers. I'm more excited for Mario Party, and I've made this very clear.
Yeah, next time we got Mario Party with freaking other Nintendo characters in it.
I mean, I will still play it. It's not going to change my opinions on the core game. Like, that's why, like, when it comes to Nintendo stuff, I look at the core game itself. I don't look at the characters, I don't look at anything else. Mario Kart 8? Mario Kart 8? Yeah, I like it. Splatoon? Love it. Yeah, I look at the core games. Like, the characters, yeah, they may upset me, but at the same time, core games is what I'm looking at.
That's what I feel like. The fact is, like, when Mario Party came out, the DLC idea, I was surprised at how much you got so much love back.
Well, because it's people paying for things, and they could have gained a better deal than they are.
But it was good, like, thank God.
Yeah.
I have plenty of clothes, like, thank God. Like, it's a new, brand new game series of its own, and yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm glad that the DLC came out because Nintendo does DLC right. You know, they gave you extra cups to play through in Mario Kart 8 when you got the DLC for it, right? It wasn't just the characters, they gave you the actual cups.
Oh yeah, I imagine God is your character as well.
Yep. And like, once again, that's why I'll always praise Nintendo, because I think they do a lot of stuff very easily and very, like, in a right manner, and not just, oh, here's like 5 optional characters to play as. It's like, no, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it all the goddamn way. They're gonna give you cups. They're gonna give you challenges. They're gonna give you freaking God knows what else. Yeah, sure. Ask me anything. Like, I'm down for answering anything, really. That's also why my commentary is known as, like, what my commentary is, because I'm not scared to answer stuff in my own ways. That's actually why a lot of people on Discord like my YouTube. Doki Doki Literature Club. I think if there was a better option in all of those games, I would have liked it. But I get what they're going for. They're going for more of a creepypasta / actual horror story, which, granted, it works. But my opinions on it is just, eh. The characters are nice. I wish there was a way you could actually have a clean Doki Doki so you could actually, you know, date set characters. I did hear about it. I saw the trailer on Facebook and Twitter. I think I posted on Facebook, this is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Well, I heard of, you know, making a Slenderman for years. But once I saw the damn trailer, I'm like, oh my god, we actually did it.
And it's not even Slenderman! It's not even Slenderman! You see Slenderman for a total of, like, what, 5 seconds in that trailer. I guarantee you it's gonna be like Slenderman Arrival for the PS3, where it's like, only 1/10 of it will be Slenderman. Well, I'm not saying he has to be out in the open, I'm just saying that you've played Arrivals all the way through, right? Yeah, like, I never actually played that game more than, like, maybe half an hour. So, I was in the tunnel area where you get killed by the little kid guy or whatever. So, really? I mean, I guess so. But yeah, like, I never played that far, and I haven't seen a Let's Play of it, because I'm just so not interested in it at all. But, like, how much is Slenderman actually in that game? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Because what I've been told, I hear Slenderman only shows up for, like, a good 5 or 2, like 2 to 5 minutes. No.
The whole house full of shit.
Well, the problem is I like paranoia films. I've watched House before. You know, that black and white film that I think, was it Nostalgia Critic or was it AVGN who did a review of that? Or was it a crossover? I think it was Nostalgia Critic. I actually, like, after watching that review, I went to go actually watch that film. I like suspenseful paranoia film like that. And paranormal films, I do like some paranormal films, but unless they're going to do like a Fatal Frame movie, I don't give a damn, because every paranormal film I've ever seen honestly cracked me up. It didn't scare me, it cracked me up, and I'm just like, this is horrible.
Well, thing is, if you're gonna do a single play movie, obviously the damn thing's gotta be in first person.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Right, but like when they get, you're trying to make it scare, then they obviously put a frame, you gotta put like a camera, right?
Well, yeah, there's the camera sections, but I'm thinking it doesn't have to be Karen Cardi. Who's the character from Fatal Frame 1? Oh my god, I played that game actually. Kirei. It doesn't have to be done in a first-person perspective, and it doesn't have to be the main characters. It can actually be done in the style of Fatal Frame 2 or the people who were writing a novel in Fatal Frame 1. Because before Kirei came in, Kirei's the Harmful Spirit, never mind. Kaide, or whatever the hell her name is. Before she came in, her brother Mifune came in, and then before that, it was three people who were working on a novel about the area around it. So it doesn't have to be done in a first-person perspective. And then in Fatal Frame 2, you're lost in a village, and your twin sister, or whatever, gets lost, and, you know, she's possessed by the psychotic Psy spirit. And then Fatal Frame 3 took place between three separate characters. Fatal Frame 4, even though I think Fatal Frame 4 was probably the best one for horror purposes, Fatal Frame 4 took place in a hospital that basically told the local village stuff that they're there to help the children, but in a realistic manner, they were just trying to figure out what was causing people from the island to go insane and kill each other, even the children. And it was the case of, if you didn't perform a ritual on the island when the time was right, some spirits would come in and make you like do stuff that you don't even remember doing. Case in point, there was a person who killed their lover because of it. Fatal Frame 5, it was separated between four people, and it was all about a spiritual marriage. Like, a dude would marry a dead woman because of how Japanese people believe their spirits worked. So once again, I think a Fatal Frame movie is quite doable. It was just really hard to do it. I just watched the Meg on the, that was good in 3D. Never heard of it.
The Meg is the Meg that
Okay. Yeah, I'm more into like Japanese horror, because I think that's actually a lot more scary for a lot of reasons. Like, I do find some American stuff like scary, like what was the Anti-Santa movie or whatever? Crockmas or whatever? Yeah, like, I thought that was scary, but I thought it was scary in the sense of like, this was an actual thing in the Bible. Yeah, the actual movie itself did not scare me. The Grudge is an American thing, but yeah, it was scary for the time. It's just stupid funny to look at now. No, The Grudge. Actually, no, The Grudge was originally American, wasn't it? Because I'm thinking of The Ring. No, the Ring was American. The Grudge was Japanese. The Grudge was, it took place in Japan. Wow, the Ring took place in, I believe, some part of Canada. It started in the US, and then the girl in the movie was killed at, like, what, Prince Edward Island, which is in Canada? The sequels were Japanese oriented, but like the first movie of it was American. Because I think that was to counteract The Grudge, actually, because Hollywood, I don't know. I do like the other like Grudge films though. Like 2 onwards is actually pretty good. Even though I think 2 is kind of, once again, kind of funny.
Yeah, did you know the North game?
I did know this. I watched PewDiePie back and play it.
Yeah.
And then I saw Rad Brad play it. Was it Rad Brad who played it, or was it someone else I'm watching?
I was thinking about that. Well, maybe I should do this when it comes to bring it over again. I'm like,
I mean, you could get me in there. I know a lot about the films.
oh my god, I don't like horror. That's why maybe like only once a year type of thing.
No. If you want to play an actual scary game that isn't jump scared, go play Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame in general is legit scary, or Silent Hill. Those are legit scary, and they don't resort on jump scares half the time. The Ring requires jump scares to scare you.
Yeah, do the freaking Outlast whistleblower deal. And I got you Outlast 2.
Yeah. Or, you know what, also, it's a pretty scary game? Was this a Wii game? Because I don't remember 2 out. Black Channel?
Never heard of that.
I don't remember what it was, but it was a game where it was Japanese horror. It was strictly Japanese horror. And you were in a hospital, I believe, that was being outrun by spirits. But they were all trying to kill you. And they were all spirits that played in the room that was a online chat room that was called the Black Box or something. It was such a creepy game, and I do admit that was jump scares galore, but I do like the jump scares of that game. No, it wasn't just a hospital. I think you actually went to a high school, because Japanese. But yeah, no, it was pretty damn good, what I remember of it. You know what? I don't want to do another quest. You post one.
I can't even do that either. I mean, I gotta get rid of bed.
Oh. I mean, I guess I could keep playing by myself then.
Yeah, it's like, that's the thing too, if I can manage to actually do the road of fucking Halloween for once. I haven't been able to do it for like, what, 2 or 3 years now?
Yep.
I'm like, I wanna do one.
I mean, you could always just play Fatal Frames 1, 2, and 3. Like, those are really short games.
But they don't have 31 days.
Okay, you can probably just play Fatal Frame 2. That'll probably take you about 3 days.
Yeah, they went back. I got there, Resident Evil 4, that I haven't touched in so long.
Resident Evil 4 isn't that scary, though.
It's a horror game.
True.
That's the thing, it doesn't have to be scary all the time. It's just considered a horror game that happens. Resident Evil 4 is a horror.
I've heard of Corpse Party. Never bothered looking into it just because, like, it sounded like one of those things that was, like, super anime and never sounded interesting to me.
It is a horror. I guess psychological?
But is it kind of like more Psychopaths? Because I played Psychopaths, and that game ain't too fun. The virtual novel, I mean. It's not too fun.
I mean, the first Corpse Party is a pixel of a horror game with multiple characters. I don't think it has multiple. It has chapters, that's what it is. It has
Oh, so it's kind of like Clock Tower then.
Yeah, something like that. Then there's a good ending, bad ending, and perfect ending. The reality is not really perfect.
Well,
So that's how it's supposed to be.
yeah, because I was say Clock Tower had a perfect ending, but that perfect ending also leaded up to 4 separate sequels, I think.
Yeah, I think it has like 3 sequels to Corpse Party.
Yeah, but I saw Corpse Party on the PS4. I thought that was just a super anime game, and I'm like, that's kind of not my thing.
PS4?
Isn't there one on the PS4? I thought so.
The PS Vita.
Really?
Yeah, PS Vita and the 3DS, and I think it was like Corpse Party Blooded Drive, something like that.
Yeah. Well, like, if it's more of an action game and less of a virtual novel game like people have been telling me about, I would actually kind of like to play it.
I mean, well, not. I mean, it is reading, but you're also solving what to do. Trying to stay alive.
Yeah, when I think horror games, oddly enough, I think of Five Nights at Freddy for one of them. I think of Five Nights at Freddy. I also think of Claw Tower. Claw Tower, Fatal Frame, just a bunch of horror games come into my mind. So in that case, it's more like the Trilby series then, or the John Defoe series, for those who know it.
Oh, shit. It's like stupid capture, you know? What's that called? Yeah, Paul, too. For the Crooked Man.
Never heard that one.
Another pixelated horror game.
Okay.
Psychological, that one too?
Because I'm about to say, Crooked Man reminds you of Fatal Frame Boss. Except that was the man with long arms, and he touched children. And killed them. It was a weird thing, because it was like, I think that was Demon Tag? Yeah, it was Demon Tag. So one was killed within a clock, an actual clock, like grandfather clock. One was killed within a well, and the other one was killed in a closet? I think so. Yeah, I need to read those Ghost Files again, because the Ghost Files themselves are more terrifying than the actual game. Well, it's kind of like Pokemon and like Driftbloom.
Oh god, Driftbloom takes kids away.
Yeah, that was the first Pokemon that I can remember that was a very scary Pokedex. What was the other one that was pretty scary? It's another ghost type. It was it starts with an S. It was the one that was like, it was a doll, a popular children's doll, but kids didn't want to play with it. It was thrown out and it became a spirit or something.
Bayonet.
Bayonet, thank you. Yeah, the Pokedex entries are kind of dark. I love it because of it sometimes. You know, I do like the super light ones, like Wingull, super light, I remember. What was Hypno's one? I don't remember Hypno.
A wild child in the forest and that bad incident happened.
Oh. Like Hypno strangled it?
Huh?
Hypno is the one that has like the pendulum thing, right?
Other creepy passes about that, like, the pendulum, the war kids in the forest where they kill them.
Well, hypnosis. That's understandable, but I don't know. I also don't like creepypastas because I think it's way too creepy for me, or it's not creepy enough that I just get bored of it. Yeah, those ones bored me, honestly. Like, I mean, I read one or like I read pretty much like a couple of them once or twice, and I was like, that's not even that scary. It's more stupid than scary, because with Jeff the Killer's case, he was boiled with like gasoline, bleach, you know, stuff that would kill a man.
But he was fine, and just his skin was pale.
Yeah, like, it made no sense. I'm like, if I'm going to actually be scared of this, make it somewhat realistic.
But then, like, he's fine, but for his family, you know.
Yeah, his family, like, sold him off as a kid or whatever. His, like, foster parents raped him or something.
Straight up killed his family.
Yeah, he killed his foster family and his family, so yeah.
Dropped his face with glass, something will oxygen with one of fucking with bird.
Yeah, the only reason I ever got into that was because of my ex-girlfriend, and she read it to me when I was going to sleep. I told her, hey, I don't mind staying on call, but I might pass out because she's Californian, and I'm obviously someone in a different time zone. So I tried to sleep. She's reading all this crap. She kept me up for nights with that.
Like, that's fucking can't do what it's saying. Go to sleep.
Like, she did read one series to me that I could never find. She did read the series of Unfortunate Events to me. So I finally got to realize what happened in it. And it felt good. Because I actually was looking for that a while ago. I still can't find copies of those books.
And wasn't like the popular one, like Slenderman versus Jeff the Killer.
You know what that reminds you of? Jason versus Freddy.
Oh, fuck, that was it. The thing is, the whole movie was horrible, but once Jeff played and Jason watched it,
I laughed my ass off watching it, so I don't give a crap. Have you ever heard? I've heard of it, never played it, and don't care enough for it. Sorry, what were you saying, girl?
Yeah, but the story itself was stupid. It's fundamentally just the killer. Because someone was in the woods, gets killed, right, and just the killer was at it, cemetery looking at it, or they got killed, not played. Or someone else goes up and comes together, calling a goddamn horse hazard.
I'm sorry, when I hear Jeff the Killer and Slenderman, I think of like a gay orgy. It's just one of those things, like, I don't take either one seriously enough to, like, give a damn for it. So it's just like, yeah, that's kind of like the first thing that comes to my mind.
Like, there's the bullshit of it, too, like, so they call the terrified and they spawn together in a damn thing. A lovely old couple goes there, tries to do the damage, all down like a just goes up outdoor and scares and kills him.
I think more or less the idea behind him was like his spirit is still doing this stuff or something. I don't know anymore. I lost all connection, all care.
But it doesn't make sense that Jeff the Killer is still human.
Yeah, he was just the person who lost all emotions or something stupid like that.
But that's the thing, like the fucking person said, he was burned with Slender Man, and he was the only one that returned.
Yeah, which is also another thing. Isn't Slenderman basically a tree spirit? Kind of like, who is it from Final Fantasy V, and who is it from the John Defoe series? Cavadash? I think it's Cavadash from the John Defoe series, and X-Death from Final Fantasy V. It was a university project.
Trying to make a brand new, you know, make it that make it into a phenomenon thing, and it's weird.
Yeah, and then you got people like Pro Jared just basically saying, this is scary. And I'm on par with Pro Jared. It's not scary at all. You just laugh at it.
Well, you got the like, yeah, you don't think it's scary because you know it's not real. But once it's real, then you got a different opinion.
Oh yeah, because then you actually have fear.
I mean, you ain't going anywhere near no wood. You're not going anywhere near a cemetery.
Which is...
You're going anywhere near an old town.
which is weird because I live close to both.
Have them all your toys.
Yep. I want to see the Blair Witch versus Slenderman. Well, the Blair Witch wasn't really a Blair Witch. It was basically a psychotic guy who just wanted to kill people.
Yeah, that's like the first one. I guess and then the next, but the second one.
Yeah, because you and I both saw the Doug review of it.
Yeah, but I was like, the whole time he was talking about this, like, okay, when are we going to talk about this book? We got to the end, like, what the fuck? Where's the book and all this?
Yeah, and the best part is, I did not believe the Nostalgia Critic review of it. I actually went to go watch it myself. I was bored half to death.
I was like, what the fuck? Why would you call it a book of whatever and not have the damn book?
Book of Shadows. But yeah, it was just so dumb. And I'm thinking, I also know, like, common everyday witches and stuff, and it's just like, they're nice people.
Fucking witches. Those things are real too, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I should have said Wiccans, because, once again, my therapist back in the day is a Wiccan. So, like, in all honesty, I think that movie gave them a really bad rep, because I've never, like, every, like, pagan or whoever I met, like, I meet a lot of nice people, and then I bring movies like that up around them, and it's like, oh yeah, we thought that was hilarious, but, like, that's not how the world works.
Yeah.
Case in point, who was the actual Wiccan in that film? Like, the dumb hippie or whatever she was?
Freaking black haired bimbo or something.
Yeah, the worst part is, if you actually met that actress, she would probably be like, yeah, let's not talk about that ever.
I mean, like, how the hell she's so much psychic?
Oh, man. Like, once again, being a believer of a lot of different stuff, I believe in spirituality. Psychic is where I draw my line, because it's just like, no, that's impossible. You can be a really good at reading a person, but you can't, like, tell them their future, because a future gets split onto several thousand different areas. And no, before anyone's gonna ask, spirituality and psychic behavior stuff, it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. I'm gonna go get some food, honestly. I'm gonna use the washroom and get some food and we'll carry it on for the next 2 hours. Food! What?
So I was reading some of the Twitter things like the Nintendo removed. Apparently, it's Blizzard game to be honest. So it says Blizzard senior producer Keith Stillwell said that he would love to see or to have Diablo be a playable guest character in Smash Ultimate.
What? That's so dumb.
It is, but yet again, it's not, anything new. Like, you have Phil Spencer, the main guy from freaking Xbox saying, like, yeah, we wouldn't mind having such and such, beyond Smash as well. Like the other companies are freaking jealous of the fucking franchise.
Well, yeah, and let's be fair, PlayStation didn't have a good Smash Brothers.
Yeah. And the fact is, like, it's amazing, like, they tried to do that, but they did not snake when they could have definitely have done, instead of put Raiden, or Raiden, whatever, that's his name.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna have like a buy-in. Oh yeah, the only person Snake ever made it in Smash Brothers, believe it or not, is because of oh god, was it Kojima who worked on Metal Gear?
Right, so that's Sakurai and him were actually good friends.
Yeah, that's why Snake like at all was in there, and people were like losing their crap over it. And it's like, friends can help out friends.
Yeah, of course. So, again, they still have to get their consent from fucking Konami.
Does Konami even care anymore? I also love how Konami is literally nothing but gambling company. Is a gambling company because all they make is pachinko stuff.
Okay, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Mario Party have been nominated at the 2018 Gamescom Awards. Interesting. Super Mario Party has nominated already, but okay. We haven't seen trailers, but no one's actually had their hands on the game yet.
Yeah. You know what the worst part is, and this is so dumb. The only reason I knew Smash stuff was existing was because of that one black guy on the internet. Yeah, the guy who does like the reaction video stuff, and like people have like changed like the Splatoon girl one where the Smash icon was in there. People have changed that reaction video to so much dumb shit. And I don't know if this was a real one, but once again, I'm sorry for this guy. I don't know him. I don't really watch stuff. But didn't he do an anime thing where it was like, we can't respect you. It's not because you're rude and impolite. It's because you're black. And like his mouth just drops. Well, that was like an early dubbed anime from like what the.
Oh, yeah, no, so yeah, I saw that. I was aware.
I laughed my ass off because it's just like, wait, this thing's a bunny? What? When?
The fact that this was real, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, it totally was too.
Like, oh no, this is gotta be fake. I looked at myself like, this is fucking real.
Yeah, and like I watched a YouTube compilation of it all, and it's like all the funny scenes, and like half the scenes they're talking about like fucking one another.
Fake.
Oh my god. Well, if you want to see something gory and something scary, Blood Plus and Blood C, both really terrifying. Dude, this Halloween, I'm gonna have you sit down and watch Blood Plus. We're gonna watch Blood Plus all the way through.
We're gonna watch Blood Lost again, seriously.
We could screen share off Discord. Hey, I never said we were gonna record it. I just said we're gonna watch it. Well, it's that or watch a really bad anime that does horror, which was Another. Do you want to watch Another?
I'd rather be watching Golden Boy again.
What the hell is Golden Boy?
Oh my god, man. It's only 6 episodes, but it's hilarious.
Oh, but I thought the goal of Halloween was to scare you, not to...
But I'm just saying, like a regular show kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know, man. Hell, we made the fucking corpse party a fucking anime.
I do know about that because of the games.
I mean, I think they went with the story of the sequel. Because I seen the whole thing, and I think they went with the sequel of the... What was it? I think it was like another book, but it was like something book.
I would know considering I know nothing of it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like more fucked up because I seen the whole thing. I'm like, first part was fucked up. The second one was just like, what the fuck?
You know what I might want to... I'm going to do for Halloween? This would actually be a great stream. I think I'm thinking of two things. Denver to Canada or the Oregon Trail.
One of the things to do that and have people react to that.
No, the thing about Denver to Canada, it's much more of a like comedic game. You've definitely seen Denver to Canada.
No.
It is a super comedic game. It's so funny.
Okay.
And Oregon Trail, I think Oregon Trail is a little more scary, but it's still like pixelated and stuff like that.
Well, no. Oregon, I will do. I know I have Resident Evil 4 finished, and hopefully I can finish that before the end of this year.
Holy crap. Hello, King Jowl. Oh, these stupid chickpeas are choking me.
Maybe we'll friggin' Outlast, Whistleblower, and friggin' Outlast 2 is just gonna be streamed anyway, so that doesn't matter. No, I know I'm more than one type of horror game in my freaking collection.
I don't know, play Five Nights.
No. Hey, you're not gonna do a fucking Amazon.
Well, I mean, like, you know Five Nights. Just, like, take the piss out of it. Like, make a funny Halloween video.
Well, no, dude, because I told many people I do not like horror games, but this is the only time of year where I will play an actual fucking horror game.
Yeah, Five Nights is a horror game.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, no.
Is it time management, or are you actually scared of Freddy and whatnot?
Hell, because I can't freaking record freaking Steam games.
Oh, you can't, like, get a camera and just put it in front of your computer?
That's not really that good.
You could use OBS. OBS records stuff.
OBS Studio, that's what I've been using, but that's the one that's been fucking up, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix that.
Oh.
But other than that, I would still have to pay for freaking 5 nights.
It's like, what, $12? It's not that much.
Yeah, whatever. There. The thing too, like one of these years or whatever, I actually plan on trying to do the whole freaking Harry Potter series video game.
Really? You're going to do that for Halloween?
Probably, but I mean, like, just, try to actually do, like, Sorcerer's Stone all the way to Deathly Hallows video game-wise.
Question, was there a Deathly Hallows video game? I do not remember.
Yeah, it was. I think it was on fucking Wii.
Oh, was it exclusively for the Wii then? So that's why I hadn't heard it.
It's,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I played Harry Potter 1, Harry Potter 2, Harry Potter 3, Harry Potter 4, Harry Potter 5. So yeah, all I haven't played is Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
Oh no, because was there a Half-Blood Prince? Because I've never seen it or I've never played it.
It was on a fucking DS.
Wow, all these games that I don't care for because they're freaking handhelds.
Well, the thing is, that's what I got on. It's probably on like an Xbox or something. I don't know.
I mean, if I could find a PS3 version of it, I'd probably buy it because it's gonna be stupid cheap.
Go on Amazon and figure it out.
Yeah. But if anything, I want to actually get, not Goblet of Fire, I want to get, Order of the Phoenix. I think that was actually the last Harry Potter game I actually enjoyed playing.
Like, I played pretty cheaper secrets on freaking the Game Boy. That's what I started off with.
Isn't that the RPG one where you're, like, card battling?
Well, probably on the console, but not on the handheld.
No, there was definitely one that, there was a legit battle system, and how you passed your classes was to win the battle system. I think that was Philosopher's Stone for the GBA, or GB. Oh my god. Guys, Sailor Moon, Sabrina's joined us. God, I still want to watch Sailor Moon, but no website I go to has a proper listing of all of it. I could just buy it on the PlayStation Store, to be fair. It's like, what, $19 for Standard Edition?
Yeah. Resident Evil X, Ghost Veronica.
Hey, if anyone can make a cheap little knockoff game, can you guys make a Mimi Power game or a Card Capture Sakura game? I would love you to pieces. I would love anyone who could do that to pieces.
Yeah, I forgot how scary the aftermath.
You know what, how many horror games do I have? Silent Hill Collection, so that's 2 games. Silent Hill 1 for the PS1. Silent Hill Downpour. Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3 on the PS3. I think I have Fatal Frame 5 on the Wii U. Resident Evil 5. Like, considering you're counting them as horror film or horror games. Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 1, the remake of 1, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 4. And I honestly, no, because I have not Nightmare on Elm Street. Even though I wish I did own that, honestly. I have Dead Before Daylight. I have Friday the 13th for whatever the Jason one is for the PS4. I think that's pretty about it for horror games for me. No, Clock Tower. I have pretty much the entire Clock Tower series, which is 3 games in North America. So I mean, I have a couple horror games. Well, like, that's not a lot, because I know a lot more horror games. Also,
what are those CD things? Like, you know, people that put like CDs in those freaking folders.
I was about to say cassette tapes. I'm like, no, that's not it. You mean like DVD players?
I know CD players, but I mean like.
The original Silent Hill had a audio set. I also think the original Resident Evil had audio sets on the disc, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, we're fighting evil by moonlight. We're winning love by daylight. You know what? I know pretty much everyone in my chat has actually seen Sailor Moon. Who's your favorite Sailor character? I know a lot of people say Mercury. I can't remember any of them, honestly. Oh my god, it's actually the quote for Sailor Moon. Oh my god. Someone's a fangirl. War fanboy. Oh, that's also a cat from Sailor Moon too. Huh, never noticed that. Please say the actual PlayStation things. Ah, it's hopeful. Well, that went well. Oh no! Hello, inner Princess Peach, apparently. I so want to make a JoJo reference right now. How many people will appreciate JoJo? Well, if it happens again, I'll make the JoJo reference. Hey, Yubi Games has sent me a message about Destiny. Destiny died for me a long, long time ago. And it's not the fact that I didn't try. I tried to get into it. But man, is Destiny boring. Yeah, I'm halfway tempted to look up. If anyone has watched the English JoJo, did old Jonathan actually scream "Oh no" in the English dub of it? Because if so, I want to hear the English voice actor scream "Oh no." Far, far, far. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Well, lucky me, when I've done this, I'm gonna start downloading games I have on my PS4 now. And then I'll be doing some Splatoon, because I'm doing a marathon of Splatoon stuff, because I want to. The game's fun. Sorry about that. If anyone has a Switch and wants to actually play with me on Splatoon, please just ask me. Twitter, Facebook, here, Discord. I'm looking for someone to team up in Splatoon, by the way, so that's why I'm also asking. And now chat is super dead. Thanks, chat. Thanks, everybody. And now I'm beginning to fall asleep behind my controller. Oh my god. Someone in chat, please make chat more lively. If you would kindly. Chat is super dead. Chat is super dead. Yeah, we did it. I've fallen asleep slightly. How many pieces can we get? 4 pieces of curing. X 301. Guys, we did it. We've passed the line of stop giving a crap. Yeah, I feel like tonight's stream is going to be 3.5 hours. I don't think I go for a full on 4 hours, so I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's a mix of me not giving a damn and me also being tired of this game.
Yo, I might take actually a little cat nap before I start playing Splatoon. I don't know what's up with me. I'm like super tired all of a sudden. Whoa. I should probably sit up. I think that's what's causing me to feel tired. I'm like in a lounging position on my chair, that's the thing. Yeah, I think that this might be the last one. Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. It's just like, once again, Monster Hunter in general, like, there's a reason I keep to this on Mondays. It's A, because I played enough throughout, like, an entire couple months. I'm a little burnt out from this, and when I did play it off and on, I was putting 12 hours in practically daily, what it felt like, so... Once again, I may be a little just like out of this game because I'm not really interested enough to keep playing it. I'm still gonna platinum it, don't get me wrong, I just want to stick to like Mondays and stuff on this just so it's not like every day I'm on I'm trying to platinum this. It's just like I can take it at my own pace. Oh, did I never eat a meal. I'm smart. Yeah, so hopefully with Monster Hunter Ultimate Generations, it's going to be a lot easier on me, just because, like, I kind of know what I'm expecting, to be fair, too. So I hope you guys who watch my YouTube and stuff actually stay tuned for Monster Hunter Ultimate Generations. That should be a really fun Let's Play for me to put together for you guys. I chose a bad game tonight. I apologize. Kidding me, trying to wake up. Stay the hell up, me. You can do it. I believe in me. I believe that I'm gonna not pass out, and then I'm gonna go play some Splatoon. I'll probably be more awake playing Splatoon. Oh wait, you're gonna go here. What killed me? Guys, what killed me? I may be high as a kite right now. Oh, there's another one. It's gonna be a triple whammy. I really wish I could show you guys like what's going on right now. Like I am legit nodding off right now. Oh man. This is also what happens when I play Monster Hunter for like a couple hours now. It's just like I'm so used to everything in this game. It's just like I can just like chillax. Get tired. Oh, it was my fault. Yeah, but seriously, thanks you guys for coming out tonight. I'll post this on YouTube tomorrow. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow for whatever I decide to play, because we're not doing stuff through my Elgato right now. I need to take a cat nap.
Oh, did I say something?